everybody, welcome to Black by Angel. This is a very real podcast where we get into the nitty gritty of it all about dating, what might be a red flag, and what just might end up being your destiny in that red flag. So, I'll be right back. We have a special guest waiting for you. Come along for the ride. Welcome back to Black by Angel. I told you I had a special guest waiting for you. Turns out that special guest is my husband, Greg. All right, babe. Say hey to the people.
Hello, people. I am here with my wife. Been together for 10 years. Married almost for 5 years. I'm happy that we are doing this podcast. And unfortunately, I don't have all the logistics of doing the podcast, but my wife is amazing at doing this. So I am here with her, and any questions, any concerns that you have, I am here for you.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it live. So we have been together for 10 years. And in those 10 years, we have been through hell and back. But it's been a ride, right? But let's get into how we first started. All the red flags we came with, both of us. Ladies, don't get it twisted. You got red flags too. We came with the shenanigans, the buffoonery, and the kerfluffle. But we're here, we're happy, and we're blessed. So we both had best friends that wanted us to come to the bar with them that night so that they could meet up. And we were just the tag-alongs. So we came, we met, he sucked my toes. The rest is really history.
I definitely did that. That's for sure. No question in that. That's for sure.
So,
and didn't get none at the end of the night.
He did not get none because I'm not a hoe. So
took 2 months. 2 months. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
So he and I had the same exact car when we first dated. We had the same 6 digits of our phone numbers to match up. The expiration date on one of my credit cards was his birthday. So Jesus, to me, was sending me all kinds of signs that this is the one. I wasn't really quite sure because he crashed my car.
Definitely did that.
He crashed my car.
I backed up in traffic.
Into a police officer.
Sure did.
And he was intoxicated at the time. Yeah, life, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a mess. But my husband is now clean and no longer drinking. But what could have been seen as a red flag in his alcoholism actually ended up being a blessing for us. We have found faith, we found love, we found togetherness, we've built a family. And while things get hard sometimes because no relationship is perfect, what J. Cole say, the picture is still worth it. So he and I both work in the mental health field. And while we see people's relationships all the time go awry, we always come back together stronger, trying to figure out how we can help people, how we can get people to understand that every single relationship comes with stuff. It's not always cute. It's not always clean. It's not always what we envision. And ladies, you know, we love to have us a list. 9 times out of 10, what God sends for you is not going to check off all the boxes, if any of the boxes. So please make sure that you keep your hearts open, you stay aligned with God, and you stay in prayer. Because we know some of them hobosexuals like to sneak in and be a sneaky link in the late night hour, but they're not trying to put a ring on their finger. So please stay prayed up. If you can abstain from sex, just hold it down for a date or two if you can. Do you have anything you want to say to the people?
Oh, absolutely. Guys, let me tell you, I know a lot of y'all gonna have all your opinions on how to date and deal with women, but best believe, I promise you, when you find somebody that you want to be with them. Like, don't let sex dictate on how you be with another woman. Like, cause it's not worth it. I promise you, it's not. Coming from a person that was single my entire 20s, I promise you, like, when you deal with somebody and you have a good connection, go with that. Run with that.
But you did it the right way, right? You were single in your 20s.
I was single in my 20s.
Most people date other people.
No, I wasn't. Look,
it's a lot.
Let me tell you, I wasn't dating nobody in my early 20s. Like, I was single. I was out here doing whatever with whoever whenever I felt like doing it. And if you want to be single, just be single. It's okay. It's no problem
okay
with that.
Just single.
Stay by yourself. If you want to just be with whatever woman you want to be with, just stay with that woman.
But whatever I always told you, right? My issue with people relationships is the lack of honesty. I find that when a guy wants to be single, and even a woman, when we want to be single, instead of hurting someone's feelings because we want to pretend that we're the good guy and, still have our cake and eat it too, instead of being honest and saying, hey, I love what I have with you and I do want to see where it goes, but I cannot tell you that I am not interested in sleeping with other people. And at least pose it as a question. Give the girl options before you go into the street and have another woman talking about, oh, I'm coming to you as a woman, you messing with my man. That's a bunch of nonsense, especially when all it could have taken was a conversation. We could have came up with an arrangement for all you know, but you didn't even give me a chance, right? What do we always say? Options.
Yeah,
we love our options. So it's worth the conversation.
Yeah, don't take my options away. Mm-hmm. Same here. As a man, don't take the woman options away from her. Like, just be honest. Like, if you want to sleep with her, sleep with her. That's fine. Give her the opportunity to just be like, okay, I don't want to deal with you. Mm-hmm. And that's simple as that. Because in all reality, you can deal with somebody else that may be okay with what you want. Mm-hmm. It's perfectly fine. Yep. Losing out on something that you didn't get. But, like, just don't let your pride get into the situation where you just like, well, she ain't sleeping with me, so I'm going to go out here and lie to her just to get what I want.
What happens when the woman is showing up? She is having sex with the guy. She's cooking the meals. She's paying the bills. She's going to work. She's doing all the things. You can't ask for anything more of this woman, but it's still not enough.
It's never enough. It's never enough for some guys. It's never going to be enough for some guys. They always want something a little extra because one woman is doing something a little bit better than the other woman. Yeah, she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's taking care of him, but yet the other woman is she's sucking and riding and she's doing something a little bit better. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
In all reality, let's keep it real. Like, that other girl is doing something spectacular in the bed that the other girl is not doing. Yeah, the other girl, she cooking, she buying you some shoes. Yeah, she paying your bills, she paying your car, and she might even bought you a car.
No.
But that other girl,
I would never, by the way.
She is sucking dick long time.
All right.
12 inches deep in that throat.
So, did you ever want to date multiple women?
Yeah, I was dating multiple women.
Okay.
Yeah, that was no question in that.
In a relationship?
No, absolutely not. Because I only want to date a woman that was either she had kids, she was either married, in a relationship. She had to have a situation that
she had to have something loose for you to
so
with her.
I had to put out.
Mm-hmm.
She come to my house. She gotta wake her kids up in the morning. She gotta be home before her husband got there. She gotta be home before her fiance woke up and was like, "Where the fuck is she at?"
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had them kind of questions.
So you never cheated?
Oh no, absolutely not. I didn't have no reason to cheat.
I have.
I ain't had no reason to cheat.
I've been the one to cheat. I cheated on Greg at one time.
Goddamn slutbag.
No. So we have talked about it. It was years ago. We've talked about it. We've addressed it. It was before we even got married. I am a person that does not like the feeling of guilt. And when you hurt someone that is so close to your heart, you feel like you hurt yourself. And that comes with a lot of guilt, a lot of shame. And I carried it for a week before he looked at me and said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Are you okay?" And I lost it. And I told him what happened. We have talked about it. We, of course, went through marriage counseling before we got married. We've been married for 5 years now. So all that to say, let's not be so cliche. Let's not always assume it's the man that does wrong. Let's also not always put all the pressure on the woman, right? Don't have her making meals, taking care of you, doing all of these different things. If you have no intention on being with her, if you have no intention on things being serious, messing with someone's mental health ultimately, because everybody is not the same. And it takes only but one time for some people to lose it, right? If Greg were a different person and I gave him that news, who's to say what would have happened to me? Who's to say that Greg would have not lost his mind and took my head off my shoulders? Who is to say that things could have been very drastically different for us, but him being a man of his word, a man standing on solid ground, a man that has been blessed by God and knew that he was sent for me, he knew that that was a mistake that I made. I knew that it was one that I would never do again. But all of that to say, let's take expectations out. Let's stop putting so much pressure on the other person into trying to force them to be something that we want them to be, just so that we can check off a box, just so that we can present them to our friends, just so that we can make them look good for the camera. It's not about that. It's about you and the person. That is it. That is all. Nobody needs to know what happens when y'all are together. Nobody needs to be in the intimate details of your relationship, because the real is, when you get married, the only people that are in the nitty gritty with you are you, your spouse, and hopefully God. If God is not in the mix, you're going to have more trouble than what it's worth, to be quite honest with you. But let's also talk about that. My husband and I are very honest about being in different walks in our faith. I have been in church all my life, right? I have the Bible thumping grandparents. I have the Jesus at all costs down your throat aunties. I have the no drinking family functions. It's a real biblical good time over here. Greg grew up very different than I did.
You ain't lying about that one, that's for sure.
But the thing that I loved about Greg, although when he was not in church, when we first met, every single Sunday, Greg took his mother to church at 7 a.m. service. So Greg would leave from hanging out with me. The very first time that we hung out, he left to go take his mother to church. Ladies, pay attention to how your man treat his mama. If he doesn't have a mama, I'm so sorry. But pay attention, okay? How he treats a woman is aligned with his mom, his sisters, his aunts. How he treats those women in his life, the respect that he has for them, the way that he will go out of his way to make sure that they have what they need. He leads with a purpose and with intention and with love. Those are the things that matter. So while we are so hooked on putting labels on everything, right? Making things picture perfect, making them seem like we got it all together. Nobody has it all together. And guess what? Everybody knows. Everybody knows, right? We're all taking this one day at a time, right?
Yeah.
Is there any moments that we actually have planned out that really go the way that we want them to?
Absolutely not.
Like, what happens when a partner gets laid off? We've dealt with that. What happens when the money is tight? We've dealt with that. What happens when hardship and tragedy strikes and your husband gets congestive heart failure? We've dealt with that. But when I tell you we are still together, I am only 33, y'all, and have lived a life. And I have so much more to live. But guess what? I'm going to do it with my boo. I'm going to do it with the person that has been with me.
Your boo. It's
My
not
boo.
Pote.
Of course you Pote.
Pote, all right. Pote chip. Yeah, say it out loud. Say it
He my
proud.
Pote chip, y'all. And I'm a sippy sup cup.
Sippy sup cup.
Apparently his favorite wife.
Yeah, my favorite wife. Yes. Point it out. My favorite wife.
How many wives you got?
I only got one. I only got one.
I
I promise you, only got one.
When you married me in your heart?
In my heart.
In your heart. When did you marry?
2015.
2015.
Where was you at? Still trying to figure it out. I was already in love.
I was
there. I had to sit you down and was like, look, if you gonna be here or you not gonna be here.
Y'all, he almost
you
put me out
decided to be here. House. So don't get it twisted.
I love you so much.
I know you do. You ain't got no fucking choice. Unless you want to get dead.
You can't say that. People will take that very personally.
Maybe.
Yo, we don't believe in domestic violence.
I have no.
We don't support it. But don't. Yo, he nasty.
Slap me.
No.
Touch me.
So, y'all, listen. We have been through hell and high water, like I said. We have done so much, been through so much, but we keep our love first. We keep trying every single day, and we choose each other every single day. Every relationship is not the same. Sometimes it won't make sense to other people. Sometimes what God has you do, have you looking a plumb fool. But you have to stay aligned with God's word. Follow what he told you to do. Follow and be with the person that he told you to be with. Make sure you're also not making up in your mind, though, that you're hearing from God if it's really you. Sit with it. Sit with it. Give him time to answer your prayers. And he will come through, ladies. He will send you exactly who you're supposed to be with. But it won't be in confusion. It won't be in dismay. It won't be in trauma. And when a person loves you, they will go to the ends and back for you. I thank you guys so much for joining us today. I can't wait to speak to you guys again. Let us know what you think and what you want us to talk about next. I'll see you then. This was Black by Angel. Bye.